Thomas Partey masterclass. A goal from Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, and Edward Mendy, a goalkeeping masterclass as well. The African players signed off over the weekend with impressive performances before they all jetted off to the African Cup of Nations. Sadio Mane and Edward Mendy on the same jet off to join their Senegalese teammates. The African Cup of Nations is in focus this weekend. Today, we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars' latest and across Africa, the players that are being barred, denials from clubs saying that they did not bar any players. Also going to look at the Ghana Black Stars squad, the final 28-man list that has been named. It includes Kudus Mohammed, who has gone pre-season with his club side Ajax. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. As I usually do, I start with the Ghana Black Stars, and this is the bus that the Ghana Black Stars will be using to convey them in and around Cameroon during the competition. The Black Stars, as is the case with every country, will be entitled to a team bus that will be taking them around the country for their match day fixtures. The first two games will be in the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé, Cameroon. But today it's time to focus on the players that have joined the camp of the Black Stars. At the time of recording this video, the latest player to join on Sunday night was Samuel Owusu. It's expected, however, that more players will join later today. As of the time I release the video, I'm sure that more players in Thomas Partey, Andre Ayew, Jojo Wallacott, and also Baba Rahman, along with Andy Yadom, the players that are expected to join from the English Premier League, the deadline being today, have all joined the camp. About another interesting update on Kudus Mohammed. I brought you that very first update on him concerning the fact that he had been ruled out after his coach Eric Ten Hag stated that the player was not match fit, and in playing in a tournament like the African Cup of Nations, you needed to be in tip-top shape, and that possibly ruled him out. I brought you another update. Henry Asantichum, the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, has said that it's a 50-50 chance they are not ruling Kudus out 100%. Well, with this new update, you might as well rule him out 100%. Ajax are going for a mid-season training session in Portugal, and Kudus was seen jetting off with his teammates for that mid-season break in Portugal, meaning essentially that he cannot be in two places at once, and he will not be with the Ghana Black Stars when they kick things off on the 10th of January versus Morocco, who already are in Yaoundé themselves. The 21-year-old was named the Milovan squad. He suffered a rib injury during his last time out with Ghana in the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. The Dutch side have communicated to the GFA now that Kudus will not be available for the Afcon due to match fitness as he faces and focuses on his recovery. Confirmed now that he will not be able to make it, and this video says it all here. Him jetting off with his teammates to Portugal for that mid-season training has essentially ruled him out. Kudus' unavailability, however, will be a big blow to the Black Stars team, but it will not make it an impossible task to go all the way in the African Cup of Nations. The youngster has been a key member in the team, scoring a lot of goals in the qualifiers in the lead up to the African Cup of Nations. Black Stars are currently in Doha. They had their 8th day of training yesterday ahead of the competition, which kicks off on the 9th of January. So Kudus Mohammed, the latest to pull out from the Ghana Black Stars, confirmed along with Afenajan and Salis Abdul Samed, the debutant, who will not be allowed to leave by his club Clermont Foot. They are also saying he is injured over there. Another player who is a doubt for the Ghana Black Stars and has been confirmed now is Jordan Ayew, after his team lost over the weekend to West Ham United, a 3-2 loss. Crystal Palace have confirmed that Jordan Ayew's injury versus West Ham, however, is a minor knock, so I'm sure he will join the Black Stars team in Doha, Qatar. He will be assessed and probably travel with them to Cameroon. As and when I get an update on that one, I'll let you guys know. But the forward was named Crystal Palace's man of the match against the Hammers. Despite the loss, the club will provide updates on his situation as he is being assessed. As they tagged it a minor knock, I don't think it will be something that will prevent him from joining the Ghana Black Stars. Kudus Mohammed is in the final list here, as I talked about him already not being able to make it for the Ghana Black Stars. Possibly the idea would be that Kudus can join the team later on in the competition when he is fit enough. But these are the 28 players. The 2 players that have missed out on the squad are Salis Abdul Samed and Afena Jan, as we'd already established. And we thought Kudus would be part, and for make up 27 players in the final list. All the locally based players are in there, and you can see their squad numbers. A change in squad number for Fatau Isahaku. He wears the number 7 shirt. It's quite an interesting final squad list here. Also, the venue for the Ghana versus Algeria game has been confirmed. It is going to be played at the Education City Stadium in Doha, 5th of January. The FA confirming that one there as well. Speaking of players being blocked from joining the Ghana Black Stars, ISMAILA SARR, who plays for WATFORD, the team that Emmanuel Dennis of Nigeria has been blocked from joining his team. That is the Super Eagles. Dennis, the latest following Osimhen, will not be in the African Cup of Nations. And Emmanuel Dennis, his teammate ISMAILA SARR, who is currently injured, also cannot be in the African Cup of Nations according to WATFORD. The story was that WATFORD had blocked him from joining the team, that is the Senegalese team, but WATFORD have thought to refute the claims and said that the accusation from the Senegalese Football Federation on Sunday of preventing forward ISMAILA SARR from playing in the upcoming African Cup of Nations, they have refuted it. The FSF claimed WATFORD had displayed disrespectful, pernicious and discriminatory behavior. However, WATFORD believes SARR, who is currently sidelined with knee injury and has not featured in the Premier League since November, is not fit enough to feature at the tournament later this month. It was made known that SARR could join them in the quarter final. It was quite interesting how they came to that agreement. With the Hornets handling of SARR's fellow forward, Emmanuel Dennis, has also been controversial, with Nigeria saying the clubs were bearing fangs when refusing to release him for international duty. The tournament gets underway on 9 January, and the Senegalese Football Federation wishes to express by this press release its deep condemnation of the disrespectful, pernicious and discriminatory behavior of the leaders of WATFORD, who seek by all means to prevent a player from playing for his national team. WATFORD responded with their own statement. In early December, the club wrote to the Senegalese Football Federation outlining a clinical diagnosis of SARR's injury, and immediately followed up by supplying the MRI scans detailing the extent of the injury, WATFORD statement said. After further consultation with medical experts, we informed the Federation of SARR's rehabilitation process and likely time frame for recovery. SARR has impressed for struggling WATFORD this term, scoring 5 goals in 12 Premier League appearances. His presence has been badly missed, as Claudio Ranieri's men have lost all 6 games he has been since he was injured. Having to free African stars is a sore point with some managers, and it is a battle that is still going on with the African team at the moment with the European clubs. It's not an exciting scene to see players having to choose between their club sides and their national teams. Not the best of things to have to do as a player. I personally feel that the African Cup of Nations should be shifted to June-July window. But then again, I looked into it, asked a few stakeholders, asked a few fellow journalists, and they were telling me that the weather conditions will not be favorable for some of the African nations to host it. It would mean then that the North and Southern African nations will be the low and capable of hosting it successfully because of possible torrential rainfalls during that period. Then again, I put the question out there, the Europeans and every club in Europe has given a new calendar that will accommodate the World Cup in 2022 this year. Can't we go on a 1-month break for the African Cup of Nations every 2 years? Yeah, let's ponder over that. Is it not worth going for a break if you know your biggest stars are going to miss out? It is something that we should talk about, and possibly in that time we are using to go on break, we can find a possible solution to have every country being able to host it. But it's a weather problem, and that is another matter we have to look at it. Their solutions and deliberations need to go on to come to an amicable agreement on how things should go forward. But that has been it for today. African Cup of Nations will kick off this Saturday as Cameroon versus Burkina Faso, the first game that will take place. I'll be bringing you updates on the Black Stars camp. Players, more of them have joined the squad. We have a feasible number now for that friendly versus Algeria on the 5th of January 2022. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Ghana's chances. Who do you think will win the African Cup of Nations? Predictions from the knockout phases will be coming also today. Let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. A big welcome to all the African players joining from their clubs this week. Enjoy the week.